Yeah, we'll go film the babies here.
Those three in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I love them so much.
Definitely a rooster.
Can you
Two hands.
try and pet him again? Like, I'll do a barred rock video.
Welcome to City Homestead, and welcome to our bi-weekly homestead tour. So we're mid-July, it's July 17th. It's my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Jacob, because I think you watched these, so happy birthday, buddy. I need to give him a call. Anyway, and we're starting in the chicken run today. It hasn't changed, it's changed a lot, but it hasn't. So, what we've done is we've taken out the old coop, moved it to the other side of the yard. We're going to make it like a rooster pen and keep our extra roosters over there away from the main flock. And then we've got a giant run now for the chickens, and we've changed our nesting boxes. So our nesting boxes, this is kind of an experiment. We've only actually got 4 chickens in here right now that lay eggs. But we have 6 nesting boxes. Eventually we're going to have a lot of chickens that lay eggs. And so what we have are bins. I've seen people do bins with the holes in them. They all like this one at the end the best. I wonder if it's because it's got a smaller hole, or it's just at the end or whatever. Haven't had anybody lay in the top yet, but they're doing okay. And they're liking those boxes so far. So we're gonna keep going that. Eventually what we're gonna do is create a really nice hen house type thing with nesting boxes in it and that kind of thing. And so this is just kind of an experiment to see if we can move them out of the coops, and if they'll do what we want them to do without having the nesting boxes in the coop. So far so good. Here's Pepper again, and she is on her last couple of days with her eggs. She's got 2 eggs that, as far as we can tell, are fertile and moving, and they're meant to hatch within the next couple of days. Yep, within the next couple of days, and she's been doing such a good job. We're proud of our mama. Good job, Pepper.
Yeah.
So, we're starting, it's the middle of summer, and I'm already starting to think about next year because I want to be on top of our homestead for this next year. So we're talking about, where are we going to keep chickens? Where are we going to keep roosters? How are we going to do this garden? And how are we going to fill in these areas and that kind of thing? So as you can see, we've moved our old coop over here, and like I said, we're probably going to have 4 or 5 extra roosters in there at any one time, so that we want to save some roosters for breeding with specific breeds that we have. We'll keep a couple roosters on the hens all the time, but we don't want that many roosters because we don't have that many hens. So part of our plan is to get this done. So you can see we've been filling in the yard with rocks. I know I talk about it a lot, but Utah is a desert. We do not have a lot of water, so we don't intend on having a lot of grass. So we've put in all these nice rocks to help keep weeds down. We've put weed cloth underneath them all. As you can see there, we've run out of weed cloth, but it's looking really nice. Ooh, those sunflowers. Now these sunflowers weren't doing so good, but then my husband, when he did the rocks, he put some rocks back there, and so I think what made the difference is that the water is staying in the area a lot better than it was before. So those sunflowers are getting better. I will in a minute. And then we have these great sunflowers down here. I'm really excited about them. They're doing really good.
There's a pumpkin.
Yeah, there is.
Skin some orange.
Yeah, that's good. pumpkins have really taken off. Move, Marin, so we can see the pumpkin plants. This one, I keep hoping it'll get long enough that I can put it up in the trellis, because our trellis doesn't go all the way to the bottom. But it's still too heavy, and I haven't been able to get it up there. I may have to use a zip tie to hold it up there. These ones haven't done as well. I'm not sure why. I don't know. I think it's a water thing. The water's not staying on them as well.
There's a flower right here.
Is that another pumpkin there?
Flower.
Oh, flower. Yeah, there's lots of flowers. This one has a pumpkin coming on right here.
There's a few
So we're
pumpkins
really
on this.
excited.
There's a few pumpkins on this. I think their mom energized one and then the dad jumped out.
Yep, that's what they do.
Excuse me.
Our tomato plants, this one, if you remember, this one was the one that was way down here. And now it's up high enough that I've done one zip tie, and I'm actually to the point where I need to do almost do a second zip tie on this plant. And I need to come in and do a little bit of pruning on it, get the suckers off. But it has flowers, so we might actually get some fruit on this one. This one, I am not sure what's going on. I keep thinking that it's not getting enough water, and then I'm like, well, maybe it's getting too much water. If you have any ideas, will you please leave a comment down below, because I don't want to lose the plant. It's been doing so good, but I can't seem to figure out if I'm giving it too much water or not enough water. I mean, it looks dry on parts of it, and that's why I'm like, maybe it's not getting enough water, but then I drench it and it doesn't seem to recover. So I don't know. And then there's this one. Ooh, we got a tomato on that one that we can harvest, I think. Yep. So this is one of those tomatoes that got hit by the hailstorm, but we should still be able to eat it. It'd be really good. But we also have some new little tomatoes on here. And an older one. So we're starting to get tomatoes. It's so exciting. In fact, look at this one. It's got some big ones coming in down here. Very thrilled about that. Oh, look at that flower. And this is our best
that's
pumpkin plant. Yeah, there's a pumpkin there, and then the flower on the top. And this one I've just been training into the trellis,
Mommy, you got a grasshopper.
and it seems to be doing all right. You got a grasshopper? We got lots of grasshoppers in the field. The chickens love it when we let them out, because they will chase the grasshoppers. And they love it.
Lost one right there.
Yeah, we lost that one. And then we have these two back here that they're doing okay. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we get anything off of them. The fur one there is looking really yellow. So I don't know what's going on. I have had to go, I've been watering and I've had to pull out the squash beetles and throw them in a bucket. So gotta take care of the squash beetles, but I've been told that you don't squish them near your plant because they let off some sort of scent that will bring more squash beetles. So I drown them in a bucket, and that's just fine. And so for a couple of days I won't see any squash beetles, and then
The bucket
they may or may not come back.
The bucket is full.
Our daylilies over here are
That one's getting some flowers.
doing okay.
Yeah, they got little
Some
flowers.
flower pods on them. That one's got flower pods on it too. So here in a month or so, or a couple weeks even, we could end up with some really pretty daylilies.
This plant died.
Yep, that plant died.
You know, with some of those plants, you don't expect a whole lot the first year that you plant them.
The tree.
But
The tree.
the tree, we love that tree, and we're very excited about that tree. I want to do one of those maybe in the backyard. So I keep talking to my husband about this corner over here, just straight back to where the rocks are. I'm like, I'd like to plant a tree there. He's all, yeah, but that's where all the electrical and the water and the sewer are. And I'm like, oh yeah. Do you think the neighbors would let us plant a tree in their yard? So we could plant a tree on that side. So maybe I'll talk to the neighbors so we could have I'd just like to have one more tree there to provide just a little bit more shade for the yard, because it does get really hot in the summer. And it'll help shade the house for part of the day in the summer and make it a little bit cooler. This area is the chicken moat garden, and as you can see, not a whole lot's changed here. And we're making our plans. We are gonna start getting this second fence up here in the not too distant future. I just have to get some T-posts. And then we can start doing like some raised garden beds and getting ready for planting next year. And we'll see what happens. Oh, and then today's purchase. Two little white rocks. Well, 4 little white rocks. Here's 2 of them.
Doesn't want to focus.
White rocks are a bird I don't know a ton about, but I do know that they are a dual-purpose bird. And the gentleman that breeds them here in Utah, that I got them from, says they lay tons of eggs and they're really great for meat. So whether we raise them for meat, I don't know, but we're certainly going to raise them for eggs. And we're hoping, because he sells them only a straight run, hoping we've got a rooster and 3 hens. 3 hens. A rooster and some hens would be great, so we could do a little breeding too. And there's all 4 of them. Oh, they're so cute. I love this one. I love this little one with all the gray. Are you okay, baby? We'll have to get you guys some vitamin water.
That darkest one we'll call Cricket because he or she loves to make these little cricket noises, like those little purr, like they sort of like that.
I got stuff on my fingers. You're welcome to it.
Hey, don't
Sweet
trip over
Pea knows
chickens.
what's what. Ah, Sweet Pea. You know what's what. She's all, hens aren't scary. Hens are full of food. Huh? Hens aren't scary, they're full of food.
He has a fact.
Hmm?